between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. And they couldn't catch it.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Fine play action. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bernard.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. The short hand. It's Branch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field. It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He's got it for the two-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Bama! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about...
Brings it in down the right side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Stockton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Got a man. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
They They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Wants to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. An 84-yard drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
As an offense, you're okay with it. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Branch. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Dropping back, it's Simpson. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
One more snap coming before halftime. He just keeps it himself on the quarterback sneak. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That's caught. It's Bell. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Now the toss. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the...
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Makes the grab. It's Bell. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. With the catch, it's done. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. The quick out. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Branch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense just, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Frazier. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Alabama.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score Alabama 41, Georgia 37.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Looking to buy time. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. The encroachment. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Steps away to find some room. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Touchdown time! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he never got cold as soon as he
The football, nowhere to go.
back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To throw, it's Simpson. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Bama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
There he goes! And the Tigers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Touchdown, Tiger! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He is still on the 2 to try to go on top. Comes up short. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming in.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. Get the football.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. to the back. Got the first down and more. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Can't get him to the ground. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown tie. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, the score. 28-6. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Running to Green. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on first down. Got room to work. Turning it on. Touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
you got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Quickly complete. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
That is the score. Alabama 28, LSU 12.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Toss sweep to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Simpson. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Handoff from the gun. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards at 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Slithers into space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Free up the gut. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown LSU.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Crosses the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Here down coming. Rides the back on the option to give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some match career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like they go with the run, try to maybe catch him off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes that Alabama offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. No, he got loose. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. That is exactly what what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Runs through a tackle. Rides to back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hansel Hitchman in the perimeter of the field and getting him down on the ground.
He wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown LSU! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the two-point try. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
38, LSU, 26.
They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
That's caught. It's Horton. Across the 25, he's got room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team, Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. What a lift that can give your team. Take a kickoff back 88 to the house. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. They just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's Nussmeier extending the play. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
That keeps the score, Alabama.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The gift to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. The 30. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama! That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Now adjusting. He's taking a deep shot late, and they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. And third pick of the day, his head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's got it on the run. Touchdown time. And the route is on.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under fire. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the fourth.
Going for the big play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Spider! 4-2 Spider! Go! Down! Down! Clear! Clear! Ready, ready! Get set! Get set! And on!